Right, everybody, here we are.
Yeah,
I'm getting
District
high.
Tavern.
District Tavern right down here at 12th in Tampa, getting ready for the Lightning to kick off their game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Second to last game of the season. Of course, I'm the stash. With me, of course, is Schoolie, the professor. Got a couple of our loyal fans. Joyce and Debbie are here with us already, enjoying the local fare here at District Tavern. It's a great place to come watch a game. I'm glad we're here. Pretty excited.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice little place. Good game. The Lightning have a chance to lock in third place tonight. If so, the win tonight will automatically lock in third place and guarantee them against Toronto.
That's right. So, I've been on the show and talked a lot about the fact that I was hoping we were going to play Carolina, but after the last game, we played against them, and the last few games the Lightning have played. If they keep going here these next two games, I'm happy with Toronto as a matchup. Especially you even told us before that we started the show that they're resting players tonight. Toronto is
Tomorrow
tomorrow
against Boston, they're resting. Now there is still a chance that Tampa will play Carolina, and that's if the Lightning lose these two games, and Boston wins both their games.
Yeah, so that we could potentially slip to the wild card still, but it doesn't seem like the Lightning are taking their foot off the gas pedal at all, which is something I was talking about with Debbie and Joyce before the game. And it's interesting that there's hardly any break before the playoffs this season. There's going to be basically 3 days off for the guys, right? They play Friday, and then Tuesday would be the first game, correct?
Monday.
So Monday. Yeah.
Monday's
So it would be Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah.
And that's why we were talking about their
Lightning seems to be that they're going to be flying straight from the Islanders over to Toronto.
Right. So unfortunately, we won't be able to welcome there from shelter and get ready to send them out. But to me, it makes sense because they would be here for a day and then have to fly out. So
yeah, literally they're playing it. When I look now, it is scheduled to come in at 1 a.m. Friday night, Saturday morning.
Yeah.
But then they would have to leave right back out Sunday
morning.
So it'd make a lot of sense for them to just fly into Toronto or
right.
Carolina, but hopefully Toronto.
Yes.
Get this game started on Monday.
That's right. And here we go. Here we're coming off of another historic game. We kind of talked about it on Tuesday. We got these guys just riding high. Stamkos is playing at an elite level right now, and I've never seen him more physically in shape in his entire career here. We were talking about how he's always had this injury or that injury. I don't think since he got, I would say, his man frame, because he came here as a kid.
Right.
Since he got his man frame, I don't think he's ever had a full offseason to really develop that muscle and that core strength and that physical strength.
Well, he still didn't really have an off, but I think this is the first one he's not playing scared.
Right.
I think every year he's played scared that he was going to re-injure himself.
Well, and he looks super fit right now. That's honestly, I don't see anybody else on that team that has less body fat than him right now.
No.
Period.
I think
he's 32. He's one of the oldest dudes, and he's the most fit right now. So I don't want to play against him in the playoffs right now.
And I think having Cooch on that line now is giving him an extra confidence there because he knows if he misses it, usually his rebound, because his shot is so hard.
Right.
That Kucherov is coming there, or Hedman. So I think he feels a lot of confidence this year on the line that he's at. I don't think he's playing scared. You kind of seen him always babying his injury areas.
Right.
And this year he's been a true captain. I think it was the season they really needed him the most.
It's a shame he's not in the Hart conversation right now.
Yeah,
it really is. It's a shame that all these other flashy guys are getting it. And once again, Coop should be in the running for the Jack Adams this year because of the injuries he faced early on. Not just Coop, not just Brandon Point, but also Vasilevsky was banged up at a certain point this year. We had to run the gamut of our top guys being banged up. Our blue line. How long was our blue line missing one of the top four? For one of the top four for probably 6 weeks straight. One of those guys is out, and yet still won 50 games.
And Coop even came out and said Point's still not at 100%. That he's still nursing an injury. We are going to see Moose tonight. Ruda, they're holding out again for preliminary. They did say that Chernak will be back tonight.
I think he just popped the stitches the other night.
Yeah.
Looking at the picture of him getting on the plane, I didn't see any fresh wounds there, but I did see a fresh strip on his cheek where he got the cut from the fight. So I think that's kind of what we saw from him is just a little, pop those stitches open. And that needs a little bit more than just, resutured. I can see why he missed the rest of the game after that. So we're getting ready here. Just a few minutes away from puck drop. Once puck drop happens, we'll probably take a step back and we'll sit here and join the people here or watch the game live. If you're in the area or even close, come on down. I mean, the rain's gone. It's a beautiful afternoon/evening. If you got a dog, there's a dog park right here. It's a great place to be on a Thursday evening to come watch some Lightning hockey with some fellow fans. Great service, great people. And we're definitely excited to start this partnership.
Shooter will be joining us.
That's right. Shooter will be here right about puck drop. Actually, here just probably any minute. Shooter will be here. He had a family obligation last minute, and he should be here any minute.
If you're anywhere near downtown Tampa, near Emily Arena, come down to District Tavern.
We're not alone.
Come down to District Tavern. They are going to turn on the sound for us for the game.
That's right.
So come down and join. We will be doing the intermission reports straight
Live,
from here.
right here.
District Tavern.
All three of us.
So come down
eventually.
and enjoy.
The fare, the food, the fun, the ambiance, and support the local place. And this is going to be a great place during the playoffs, too. We'll be working with them. Obviously, we'll be here in another week from Saturday to kick off the bar crawl for the playoffs. The Tampa Bay Bar Crawlers turn downtown blue. We'll be kicking off that event here. And then possibly I even talked to them tonight about maybe coming down here and doing some guerrilla-style post-game shows for the home games, because everyone knows that watches the show knows we go live after every playoff game, no matter what, not just on Tuesdays. So just so happens that we're all going to be here at least for the home game one. Thomas may be at home for home game two, but Shooter and I will be down here. So there's a very good chance we'll try to make our way down here after the game, do something, maybe set up, who knows how crazy it is, maybe guerrilla style off our phones like we normally do in the playoffs. But we'll definitely be coming here as the post-game place for the home games. So District Tavern is going to be where you're going to catch Shooter and the Stash and the Schoolie too, basically throughout this playoff run this season. So what do you think about this matchup? We handled them pretty well the other night. Pretty good. I thought it was going to be 5-2 and ended up being 4-1. I thought Stamkos would score the first goal. He scored the second goal, so I was just a little bit off. What do you think?
I think their confidence with Moose is going to lead them to play more loose.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've seen that in his starts. I think, at the beginning of the season when they really didn't know how he was going to play.
Right.
Now they've seen how he's going to play. So you see, though, where he gets some wide open shots against him because they play lazy because the blue line starts to play up.
Right.
And I think that's the faith that they have in Moose. So I think you're going to see that tonight. I think Moose is going to have to stop some shots, but it's Columbus. We know it. They're going to be against. We just played them a couple days ago. I think there's still going to be some bad blood.
Right.
There's going to be some jawing going on. Columbus has no chance of making the playoffs. So they're just playing now just to play.
Yeah. And, well, there you go. The sound is on. You can hear. That means puck drop is about to start. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup here. Mostly because, again, Columbus doesn't have lots to play for, but also they don't have the same coaching and necessarily the same guys that we saw a couple years ago, too. So I think it's going to basically be a repeat of Tuesday night's game. They got to stay disciplined. They got to play their defense, play on the edge of physicality to where they can maintain puck possession but not really get hurt. And I think we see another victory by at least a 3-goal margin of victory tonight. So
yeah, I don't think it'll be close.
No.
I do think they'll pepper Moose with some shots, but I have faith in them.
Yeah. I think the most important thing tonight is how they come out in the first period, and if they can play good physical hockey and then just play consistent. That's what I'm looking for the most, is consistent hockey.
Are they looking past these games to Toronto?
Right.
Or are they?
Yeah. Do they want Toronto, and do they know that if they want Toronto, they need to win these games? Because that's the other thing. It's like they kind of have something to play for if they want Toronto. If they really don't care who they play, then it doesn't matter. But I think at this point, I think they kind of want Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
I think they want Toronto, and I think if that's the case, then they're going to come out and they got something to play for this next game. And that's I saw They were number 6 in the last power 16 or whatever, and that's fair because they've gone up. They were like number 8 like last week or so they went up a little bit. But I still think hey, that's right where they want to be. They want to kind of be a little bit under the radar, but I still think that they're the most dangerous team to play in the playoffs right now.
Oh yeah, and Stammer wants to play Toronto.
Right.
There's no way.
If only Tavares is still there.
Right, and remember our first Cup run for this back-to-back.
Yeah.
What was played in the bubble in Toronto.
Right.
So,
which I think that's kind of why they're going up there early, because they're probably going to stay at the same hotel.
They are.
They're going to kind of. I can almost guarantee they're going to almost go into bubble protocol while they're in Toronto, and I think that is Coop being Coop, and another example of why it's a travesty. This man has never even been nominated for a Jack Adams Award. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, it's Puck Drop. We will get back with you guys. First intermission. I'm the Stash. This is the Professor Talbot Schoolie. Intermission. We will also have Shooter with us. We will all be here for the first intermission. So until then, let's go Bolts. And don't forget to be the Thunder.